from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
On first down, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Come on. Hey.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 49-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. And really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down to about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Browns! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 26 yards. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. the ground. It's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
As Stroud now to throw. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Pushes past him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Stroud here on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A handoff as they run the counter play. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with good field position is facing fourth down.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Stroud sets up the play action. Out to his left. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on third down. That's caught again by Schultz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, the
rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Watson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. and wide open, complete. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think...
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So a little padding here at the end of the half as a turnover leads to 3 more points.
And this has certainly been an opportunistic bunch here in this first half, and they're playing complementary football. Defense takes it away, turns it over to the offense. They converted it into points.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 29. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Cade York on now for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half. Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Watson on 3rd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hurt, right there, hurt.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss on the play.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does. If their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone, And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got a 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st down, here's Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
36-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again. Wide open receiver, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
49-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. They'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Stroud to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Complete at the 1. And he'll get in for the score. That's going to cut the lead down to 13. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are right back in this football game. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That's complete to Pierce. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. From just shy of midfield, Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. York able to send this one through. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted. But he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0.